Welcome back. Let's look at multi-digit multiplication. Right before we do the multiplication, I want us to remember this. 1 is called an identity element of multiplication. Why do we say so? Because any number multiplied by 1 will remain the same. Like if you say 4 times 1, it is 4. 10 times 1, it is 10. Just remember that. And then let's do our multiplication. Let's consider this product. We're saying 1565 times 146. How do we multiply this? Try to follow these steps. We have to start by multiplying by the unit, which is 6. So we're going to multiply this number 1565 by 6, and then we write our answer. Then we multiply by 40, we write our answer. Then we multiply by 100, we write our answer. Then we add our products. Right, let's start by multiplying by 6. So it's going to be 6 times 5. What do we get? 6 times 5 is 30. We write down 0, and then we carry 3. Right, I'll write the numbers we are carrying on one side because we're going to be having a lot of numbers. If you write at the top, we may have a lot of numbers there. Right, so 6 times 5, that is 30. We write the 0 and then carry 3. After that, we say 6 times 6. What is 6 times 6? That is 36. And then 36 plus 3, that is 39. So we write down the 9 and then we carry the 3. And then 6 times 5. What is 6 times 5? That is 30. And then 30 plus this 3 that we carried is going to be 33. We write down the 3 and then we carry 3. Then 6 times 1 is 6. Then we have the 3 here. So it's going to be 6 plus 3, which is 9. So we have multiplied 1565 by 6. The next number to multiply with is this 4 here. But take note, this 4 is actually a 10. So this is 40. Let's say I'm multiplying a number and say 6 times 4. What is the answer? 6 times 4 is 24. Let me put a 0 here and make it 40. 6 times 40. I can just add a 0 here. Something like that. Okay. So when I'm multiplying by 10, start by putting a 0 and then multiply the numbers. Let's say, for example, I say 3 times 50. Okay. I can just start by putting a 0 and then I say 3 times 5, which is 15, like that. Okay. So that's what we're going to do here. So this is a 40. We'll start by putting a 0 there. And then we start multiplying by 4. And then 4 times 5, that is what? That is 20. We write down the 0, and then we carry 2. And then 4 times 6, what is 4 times 6? That is 24. Then 24 plus this 2 here is going to be 26. So we write down the 6, and then we carry the 2. And we go to 4 times 5. 4 times 5, that is 20. And then 20 plus 2, that will be 22. We write down the 2 and then we carry the 2 again. And then we have 4 times 1, which is 4. And then 4 plus 2, that is 6. So we've multiplied by the 40 there. Now we have to multiply by this one. And actually this is 100. So you're multiplying by 100. Just like we did with the tens. If I say 4 times 200, I can start by putting the 2 zeros, and then I just say 2 times 4, that is 8. Then we get the answer like that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start by putting 2 zeros, and then we multiply by 1. All right, we're multiplying by 100 here. 1 times 5 is 5. Then 1 times 6 is 6. And then 1 times 5 is 5. And then 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so we have our 3 products. 1, 2, 3. Then what do we do with these 3 products? We have to add them. Okay, we add them. So it's going to be 0 plus 0 plus 0, which is 0. 9 plus 0 plus 0 is 9. 3 plus 6, that is 9. 9 plus 5, that is 14. Write down the 4. 14, this is 14 hundredths. So it means we have 4 under the hundreds, and then the 1 joins the thousands here. Okay, and then becomes 1 plus 9, which is 10. 10 plus 2, which is 12. 12 plus 6, which is 18. This is 18,000. So we write down the 8 here under thousands, and then we carry the 1 to the 10,000s. So now under 10,000s, we have 1 plus 6, which is 7, 7 plus 5, which is 12. Write down the 2. This is 12 10,000s. So write down the 2 here, and then carry this 1 to the 100,000s like this. So under 100,000s, we have this 1 and this 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So that's the answer there. So the answer is 228,490. That's how we do multi-digit multiplication. Let's do one more example. Start by multiplying by the unit, which is 4. So it's 4 times 5, which is 20. So we write down the 0, and then we carry the 2. And then we have 4 times 8. What is 4 times 8? That is 32. 32 plus 2, that is 34. Write down the 4 and then carry 3. And then we have 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. Write down the 5 and carry 1. And then we have 4 times 4, which is 16. And then 16 plus the 1, we get 17, like this. We're done multiplying with 4. Let's multiply with 6, which is actually 60 because it's a 10. So we'll start by putting a 0. And then after that, we multiply the 4,385 by 6. It becomes 6 times 5, which is 30. Write down the 0 and carry 3. 6 times 8, which is 48. 48 plus 3 is 51. Write down the 1 and carry 5. And then we have 6 times 3, which is 18. 18 plus 5, that is 23. Write down the 3 and carry 2. And then 6 times 4, that is 24. And then 24 plus 2, that is 26. And then after this, you can add this. 0 plus 0 is 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. 5 plus 1 is 6. 7 plus 3, that is 10. So you write down the 0 and carry 1. And then becomes 1 plus 1, which is 2, plus 6, which is 8. And then 2 plus 0 is just 2. So you have 280,640. So this is how we do multi-digit multiplication.